Still hazy. I don't think that blonde's gonna clear out at all. So this is the strawberry blonde with the Saison 2 yeast. And it's Tuesday night, so tomorrow is Homebrew Wednesday. Ow, Wednesday, right? So we'll sit down and we'll talk about a few things. Yeah, we'll talk about a few things. I'll show you that. That is the fruits of my labor. That's the all Pilsner, flaked oats and flaked barley brown ale. And yeah, that's it. Woo! Ow! So Tuesday night, you seen that beer in that 5-gallon carboy hanging out. I've got another carboy the same size. I need to get that transferred over off that yeast cake. There's a little bit of yeast, a lot of hops in the bottom of that, so I need to get that transferred. So what I've done so far to that, I got a bottle of Brett Saison that I've been sitting on. So I just went and I dumped that whole entire bottle in there. So whatever Brett that's still living, I'm gonna give it something to chew on, right? So, and I went ahead and I bought some Brett C from More Beer, so it's on its way. I'll have that Thursday, and I'll go ahead, once I rack that over into another carboy, I'll go ahead and pitch the Brett C and let that sit forever. I mean, whatever, as long as I keep the airlock hydrated, I'll let it sit and see what happens with it. So the strawberry blonde's drinking really nice. It's still drinking nice. The only thing, it's a little too dry. I think once the strawberries and there is sugars from strawberries kind of fermented out, I think it's a little too dry. I think maybe, I don't know, maybe someone said something about maybe a little bit of lactose in it would probably be nice. Just kind of get something there, because it is bone dry. I think this finished at was it 1.006 or 1.004. So yeah, it's super dry. So hope you guys had a good Halloween, Thanksgiving. I brewed on Black Friday, and so 12 pounds of Pilsner. Actually, I got the recipe here. 12 pounds of Pilsner, a pound of flaked oats, and a pound of flaked wheat. Half a pound, that's 8 ounces of copper malt, which is basically SRM's 30 on that. So basically same color as like a Crystal 30. And lo and behold, it's a little. I mean, I can deal with the color. It's a little bit darker than what I wanted. It's not that light. It's darker than that. But I still had just a pain in the ass with my first runnings with my original gravity. My pre-boil was just off. So pre-boil with this 8 gallons was 1054, right? Just to give you guys an example of what my SJ pour beer is 11 pounds of Pilsner, right? Base malt. It's got one other adjunct in it, and that's it. And my starting gravity is 1060. Let's see, 1062, I think is what it is. Whoops. Let's see here. What is that? Yeah. Starting gravity on that's 1060 into the boil kettle. Roughly the same volume, about 8 gallons, 7.5 to 8 gallons. So something's not right. Something is amiss. And I can't figure out what it is. I've emailed More Beer, and they've replied, they've not had any issue with with conversion with the Pilsner malt, all that stuff, which I expected, but I mean, still, it's something's not right. My pH is still too low, which I mashed for 2 hours. By the time I was done mashing, the gravity of what was inside of the mash tun was up to about 1.065. Should have been up over 1.07 easily. And that's and what I've read. You mashing about 4.9 should take the same amount of time to get the same amount of sugars. The thing that I think it hinders you in is your final gravity. It just will not. The final gravity will be just slightly higher than if you mashed in the 148, 150s, right? But so it's in there. My gravity going into the fermenter, about 6.5 gallons, was 1060. So, and that's fine. So I went and I bought another pack of Voss Kveik and pitched it. And that thing took off like a rocket. It was down here, it was going crazy for, let's see here, I did it Friday, Saturday, going crazy Saturday and Sunday. So I did the first initial dry hop Saturday afternoon. Or Saturday, yes, late Saturday afternoon. And I also top cropped. So I've got that in the refrigerator. But I need to wash that because there's a lot of hop stuff, oils, and a bunch of shit floating around the top. Now I top cropped it before I dry hopped it. So you see videos, people they'll take all that protein stuff off of there, and they'll come the next day. Then they'll top crop. Well, with Voss, same with like Horndal and a lot of those other Kveik strains, that krausen has probably fallen day 3, day 2. It's just it works that fast. So I didn't want to mess around, so I went ahead and top cropped it, and so I need to wash that. But yeah, it's going crazy. So it's still bubbling now, but I haven't taken a gravity sample. But probably come Friday, Saturday, I'll probably do the last dry hop and let that hang out, and probably start cold crashing it shortly after. So then I'll go ahead and keg that probably next week at some point. I'll probably have it forced carving when I'm talking to you next week. So I bought a few things. I won't get them. I didn't get them today, so I won't be able to show them to you guys. So yeah, just see them next week. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I've got a little bit of video of me of the brew day last Friday, but I don't know. One of these days, I think my next beer is just going to be. I think I'm just going to forego the Pilsner and just go back to my 2-row that I've got down here, or I just might do 100% Pilsner beer and just not do anything else. It's just killing me. It's aggravating. It pains me that what I've done, and I get an amber borderline brown beer. What is all it was Pilsner and flaked barley and flaked oats. But anyway, all right, a little bit of video coming, not much. I did a 2-hour mash. I did a really slow sparge. My sparge went amazing because at the end of my sparge, my gravity didn't go down below 1.02. So I don't know. I did the iodine test conversion, and everything was fine. It's just for whatever reason, it's stuck around the 1.05 mark forever, and it shouldn't. It should be more than that. 11 pounds of grain usually nets me about 1.07 something, right? I wasn't even getting that. So anyway, efficiency was crap. So anyway, guys, that's it. I'm gonna stop bitching and yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs. So anyway, guys, I'll talk to you later. Cheers, peace. All right, I'm take 2 of the failed brew day. So I changed up the malt bill
I'm going to leave the hops the same. So right now I've got 12 pounds of Pilsner, a half a pound of copper, a pound of flaked wheat, and a pound of quick oats. So that's all in there. You can see what color that is. So right now, that's the color I want it to be. That's going to clear up. You can see, just get it peeking here. It's a beautiful golden color, which is what I wanted. So yeah, right now my HLT is a little hot. The mash tun's 145, so it needs to be up to 148, but it's fluctuating between 145 and 146. So I went ahead, started my timer, and yeah, looks like we're on our way today, bub. A couple things that I've done differently today. I actually heated up my strike water in my boil kettle. I heated it up to well, I think it was 160. I wanted to 58, but it overshot it, which ended up being still too cold. I needed to should have bumped that up maybe to like 165 or so. Should have let it go up to 100. But anyway, then I've changed my water additions. I usually keep my water additions fairly balanced, but I've doubled. What is it? My sulfates to chlor? No, I doubled my chlorides to sulfates. But anyway, whatever you need to do, you know what I'm talking about for the old hazy IPAs. Hopefully, retains the haze and everything's good to go. So yeah, that's a few little things that I've done differently today. But besides that, it's going to be no hops till 15 minutes and a big 170 degree whirlpool edition, and the Voss yeast. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I've kind of got it in my head that I'm going to rack that 5 gallons I've got into a small carboy and just pitch some Brett yeast into it, but I don't know. I may just dump it. I really can't tell you because I'm not sure yet.